Alright, what's up guys? So it seems that most people are actually quite bearish on Bitcoin, but I'm not at all. I'm going to show you a long setup that I'm working on, and I'm going to talk a little bit in detail on why I think we might not actually get a dump. Alright, let's go. Alright, so before I actually show you the setup that I've been working on, I want to talk a little bit about the higher time frames to get the, to show you guys a possible bearish scenario that I'm watching, right? And it's very important to remember that the long I'm taking is based on the daily uptrend, but the weekly chart is definitely asking for a retracement down to the 10 to 10.5k area. I did talk about this in my previous market update from yesterday. So before I dive down into the actual setup, I want to give you guys the opportunity to sign up to Prime Expertise. So where I'm trading Bitcoin is actually on Prime Expertise, and if you're not on Prime Expertise, you need to sign up. You can do that by using the link in either the description or in the scrolling text to the left of me. And remember to use the promo code LIBS42 bonus to get a 50% increase on your first deposit. I am opening up a co-vesting fund on Prime XP, so check it out, use the link, register, and I will in the near future disclose my fund on there, so you can basically go in there and put a couple of a small amount or a big amount or whatever into the fund, and I can basically trade for you. So yeah, it's a win-win. And if you like scalping, trading Bitcoin and the Forex market and legacy markets and everything, it's definitely one of the better exchanges out there. So you need to check it out, guys. And yeah, let's jump right into the actual analysis here. So the weekly outlook for Bitcoin is like I've been saying so many times before. It kind of looks like we are, we're in the we have a possible rounded retest, right? And that's a very big possibility. Now, I'm talking about going long here, right? But I'm also talking about a very big possibility of another move to downside. So I'm risking 1% of my trading capital on this trade, right? So I'm okay with losing 1% because if we go below the stop loss that I have on this setup, we can enter a short, and the short targets will be 10 to 10.5k. Alright, so that's the weekly outlook. Nobody should be, concerned of a drop to 10k. A drop to 10k would still be extremely bullish. I see a lot of people talking about, is Bitcoin bearish now? Not at all, not at all, not at all. I mean, do you guys remember how bullish you guys were when we broke 10.5k to the upside? Yeah, we're 10% above that. So we're definitely more bullish now than we were at the breakout, because now we have multiple weekly open and closes above. Nothing to worry about, guys. Let's take a look at daily. Now this is where it starts to get interesting, right? And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. This is my long setup. It's just too, for me, it's just too obvious, right? So I like playing off the daily 21 EMA. Let's add the daily 21 EMA in the chart. What are we seeing here? Well, it should be quite obvious what we're seeing right here. We're seeing Bitcoin holding the daily 21 EMA on the first retest. And as you guys know, first retest has the highest probability of a bounce. So we got that daily candle close right on the 21 EMA daily. This one is looking quite good, right? Holding the 21 EMA daily, and I think this is why I'm going long, right? Because we have the daily 21 EMA. And looking at the the history of Bitcoin, and looking at only the 21 EMA, look at look at how nicely price likes to hold the 21 EMA in a daily, right? It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. So whenever you break above, you get a retest and continuation. You break down, retest, continuation to the downside. Just holds very nicely, right? And what we're seeing right now is the same here. Broke above, first retest, continuation to the upside. What we're seeing right now is a possible it's very possible that this daily trend to the upside is going to continue to the upside, right? So the daily trend is up, right? And we're hitting the daily 21 EMA for the first time. It's very likely that we will see a bounce here before continuation to the upside. Now, this is a risk long, and let me tell you why I think it's risk long. Well, basically because I've been talking about on a weekly the 10 to 10.5k area that I showed you here on the weekly time frame. It's very likely that we are going to get a test here. This long right here is a long of the 21 EMA and daily, but I'm also very aware of the fact that we might get a breakdown here, right? We might very well get a breakdown here, but I'm gonna show you why. Really, like I'm seeing some very nice confidence here, right? Got this support area right here around the range EQ. Like to use that one down to about this area somewhere here. So this is, you know, the general support zone that I'm watching. It's confluent with the range EQ right here, and it's also confluent with the RLC, right, of this latest low time frame up move, right? And also, it's very much worth mentioning that the 21 EMA on the daily is right inside this RLC. Now, the reason why this is a very risky trade is because the fact that if you look on the 1 hour time frame here, let's remove all the drawing tools right here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? So we are seeing a downtrend, right? That's not really. This is really what we're looking for, right? This is the downtrend, right? And I'm longing here as we're coming up and testing, you know, a possible bearish retest of the last lows pre-breakdown, right? So very risky because you're basically longing a resistance. But the thing is, if you keep searching for ways to invalidate your setup, you're gonna find 1,000 reasons. I mean, you're gonna find, you know, 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't take the trade, and you're gonna find 1,000 reasons why you should take the trade. And in this right here, in this case, I'm gonna ignore the fact that we are seeing a 1 and 4 hour downtrend. I'm just gonna go off the fact that Bitcoin has historically had some very nice move of the 21 EMA on the daily. Now, this is the setup that I've entered. Where do we have the drawing tool? Right here. This is where I've entered, right? Now, this might be a loser. Absolutely, this might be a loser. For me, the validation of this setup would be reclaiming the upper part of the RLC, which is the 0.618. The 0.618 Fibonacci level is the upper part right here. That's going to be my, basically my invalidation level. And not my invalidation level, it would be my validation level. So if you're not if you think this is too risky, longing here, wait for a rounded retest on like the 15-minute of this 618 right here, or this general area right here. In that case, the setup could look like this, right? Be even better. I might actually enter a second setup based on the low time frames if that happens. But this is what we're looking at right now, and we're gonna add a alarm right here. Find ourselves of that level. Might move our stop higher if we reclaim that level. Now we have a we have the invalidation level being below the RLC and this the low of this wick, and that's also where I will open up a short. So it's very important as a trader not to marry your bias, marry your idea. I'm absolutely bullish on Bitcoin on the higher time frames, but I'm also of the idea that we are most likely going to see a move down to 10 to 10.5k. But this long is just long in the 21 EMA daily because it's just what I need to do, because historically Bitcoin has bounced very nicely off that level. But if we lose the RLC here, and especially this green box support that I have here, I'm going to open up a short, and that short is going to look like this. Enter right there. Take profit around 10.5, and stop loss is going to be where I had the validation level for the long setup that I'm taking right now. So that's the short setup, and this is the long setup that I'm currently in. I'm not sure where to take profits on this. I'm probably going to take some off at the last highs and move my position, my stop to entry, and let the rest run in case we get a high time frame breakout. Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna record a video on some altcoins too, some altcoins I'm watching, and tonight we're doing a webinar in the Bird Nest, a live webinar in the Bird Nest. So if you're in the Bird Nest, you get something to look forward to. If you're not in the Bird Nest, check out the birdnest.com. I got the link in the description below, and try it out for 7 days free. So go to the birdnest.com, you will see a link where it says try for free, and you have a free access for 7 days, and definitely worth it. We're doing daily webinars, we have daily signals, calls, setups, whatever you want to call it. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. See you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys.